Hi, 10th graders. Today you're going to get a quick reminder and overview of how to use our databases here at JMM, as well as some tips that maybe you didn't know yet about how to save these articles to your Google Drive. When you click on the Databases tab from the library portal, you come to a list of all of our databases. There are 3 databases that I'm going to suggest that you use for this assignment. And as a reminder, if you need to get a username or a password, you can click on this link here and it will take you to a document with the username and passwords. If you're using it on school grounds, you do not need to do that. That's only if you are using the databases off campus. The 3 databases that you might want to use for this project are Opposing Viewpoints and Context, Explora, which is a database provided free with BadgerLink, and SIR's Issues Researcher. Before I start doing my research, I will have explored a couple of thematic ideas that I want to search for. In my example, I'm going to use All-American Boys as my topic, and in that book, there are themes of racism, of white privilege, of police brutality, and so I'm going to first just click on SIRS and show you how I would do a search here. So up at the top is where I want to just put in my subject search or my keyword search. So I can click keyword or click subject search. When I start my search, I want to think of a couple of those search terms that I might want to use. I'm going to go to a keyword search. And so racism was one of my terms. Police was another one of my terms. I'm just going to hit enter and see what pops up. As I scroll through the results, I see a couple things. I see the title of the article, and I also see where it came from, and I also see a date. And as I continue to scroll, again, I probably want to look at some of the dates. Some of these look like they might be a little bit older. I'm going to go and sort by date. And now it's giving me the most recent articles first. If I'm looking for strictly newspaper articles or magazine articles, I could click here, or I can just continue to scroll through. And again, I'm going to scroll through and read the title as well as read the little blurbs to see if these are articles that are going to relate to the theme that I am looking for. If not, then I want to go back up to my search and continue to do a new search. Maybe I just want to search for racism in general. We'll do this as a subject search. Sometimes you're going to get an essential question and different viewpoints because this is how this database is set up. But if you continue to scroll down, if that doesn't relate to your topic, you can scroll down and then see these other search results. It is also giving you some other search terms that you might want to possibly search if they are relatable. Here, race relations. Click on that and see what it brings up. So now it does a new search for me. And again, I'm kind of concerned with the date. And I continue to look and find an article that possibly relates to my topic. Once you find and click on an article that's going to be useful to you, you can save it to your Google Drive, and that way you have it. You don't have to then print it out right away. You don't have to search for it again if you don't have enough time. You can go ahead and save it to your Google Drive. So to do that, it's pretty simple. You can go and link your Google account. You just click on your email, sign into the district, and now you see that your name will show up. Now it's showing you that you are your account is linked. And then you can just save to Google Drive. It tells you that it created a folder in your Google Drive where it is saved. So then if you go to your Google Drive and scroll down, it will show you the folder that it created. It creates a folder, it looks like every time you have a new session. And so here is the article. So now I can do highlighting on here if I want. I can make comments. If you're working with a group, you can share this and annotate it. as you need. The next database that I want to show you is Explora. So you'll find that most databases are pretty much set up the same way. It's always going to be a search area. So we're going to go ahead here and do a search with some of those keywords that deal with the topics and relate to the themes in our book. And police was one, and police brutality was another. Police brutality in America. I'm just going to click on police brutality here and see what we get. Again, with the results here, I can say just want like newspapers or magazines. The date, I can limit the date. Like I don't really need something from that far back. Maybe I want something that's going to be like in the last year. So that's going to limit some of my results, which might be good, might be bad. We'll see what we come up with. So this one here looks like it might be good. Again, here's the title. There's a little bit of a blurb about what this article is about. I see that it's going to have the full text of the article. I'm going to click on this to get more information. It's going to pull up a PDF of the actual article. And again, I want to scroll through the article, read a little bit, see if it's relating to what my topic is about, how it might relate to the book. And if you do think it's going to be helpful, again, here, Google Drive icon. It'll allow me to sign into my Google account. I'm going to give it access, and it saved my article to my Google Drive. So I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to go back to my Google Drive, and this one created a folder called EBSCO. So I'll click on that, and here is the article. So it's saved there. It's a PDF. It's maybe not necessarily something I can annotate on, but I have the article saved. One other thing I want to point out is that you can get the citation for this article. So you can put it into your bibliography, put it into EasyBib, however it is that you want to store that information. All you have to do is click here, and then we generally use MLA, and you would copy that and paste it into your bibliography or bibliography maker. The last database then is Opposing Viewpoints. Again, the databases should have that similar look. Search bar right up here. The other thing you might notice, you can sign in with Google on Opposing Viewpoints. And now I see my name up there, so I am signed in. I'm going to search for police brutality. If it's bolded and italicized like this, it means it is a viewpoint in this database. So there's going to be some information. I can click view more. It's going to give me an overview of police brutality, this topic. I can scroll down and read different viewpoints. And again, it's organized here by magazines, by newspapers. I would say maybe the viewpoints and the magazines and newspapers are the articles that you're going to want to look at. So I can click on news, and it will take me to a list of the results here for newspapers. This is a recent article, something maybe you heard about in the news. And so let's say that this is an article that relates to my topic. I can do a couple of things here. Again, I'm signed in. I can cite it up here. I can highlight as well. You could change the color of your highlight, and then you could add notes. Let's save your note. So you can highlight and take notes right here on the article, and then if you go to save, it tells you up there at the top that it's been saved to your folder. To get to your folder, you click more, and then you can go to your folder. You can go see just the highlights and the notes that you've made. And one thing you want to make sure you do if you want to keep this is to now download it to your Google Drive. It creates a folder in your Google Drive. It is called Opposing Viewpoints in Context. See, I have some other articles in there from other saved searches. I'm going to open up the article that I just saved, and here's the article. So again, like the one from SIRS, now I'm able to do some highlighting on here do some collaboration, make some comments, etc., using Google Docs. So if you are taking notes or highlighting text on the article on the database, it will show up here. So the reason you might want to use this is if you only want to take certain passages or quotes in some of your notes instead of downloading the entire article to your Google Drive. You can also then download the highlights and the notes by doing the same thing, hit OK, and then you can go to your Google Drive Opposing Viewpoints folder. And here it showed up as highlighted articles. So I can open that up. And then it's going to actually link me back to the article, which is nice, the notes that I took, and the text that I highlighted. So that's another option for you if you don't want to save the entire article. If you have any questions, be sure to ask Ms. Amato or myself. You can come to the library, or if you're in class, you can always go ahead on our main page and just shoot either of us an email through those links.